Oh, fuck you, anime. You're starting this shit again. Oh.
Good job, animes.
Oh, god dang it. Rose is muted. But you know what? He needs to get a graphic. So he's mute. So I know he's mute because his fucking shoes just blend in with that mute icon. Kind of like how you have it with your lower jaws chopped off when you mute. All Rocky's fault.
It's the cops.
Oh, there's Bone. Right,
I
Rose.
just sat down. Why am I being called?
Who voice is bound?
Me, it's the woman.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, I was just gonna say to Rose, change your freaking icon, because every time you mute, I don't even know, because your freaking shoes like blend in with your mute button, mute icon. Oh, all right, well, fucking. That was a wonderful performance, Mr. Fender. Bravo.
I dance along every time I watch the show. Did we do this?
Wait.
Alright.
What?
Didn't we do this segment already? This is.
Oh shit!
this.
All right. Oh yeah, I remember. Hold on.
Yeah, we were like way ahead.
Yeah, hold on. I had to backtrack that for something. Missed a trophy.
Had a backtrack, see?
Here we are. Whoa! Everything looks fucking different. What the fuck? Why's everyone look grumpy?
Oh my god, everyone
He's
aged.
on the floor.
We've already.
Hey there, Malzarino. What's the situation with the investigation?
Things are progressing. I think a fuller picture of what happened is beginning to emerge.
Good to hear. I guess I better step on my game too then.
This case seems to have a lot in common with the incident from 18 years ago.
And how it got the lot. Melting statues into Winterwing, and even the murder victim's body.
How did nobody ever figure out that body had gone missing?
Frost had no family apart from his son. And, well, the kid kind of vanished. Nobody's seen him since around the time of the incidents.
Oh.
Gusto's son, too. Him and his best pal from school both just up and disappeared.
What? And how were they never found?
Gusto's boy wasn't. Not as far as I heard, anyhow. Guess Frost's kid turned up in the end, though. He collected his inheritance at some point. Damn. But yeah, with no family around just after the incident, Frost got no funeral, no nothing. So no need for the police to release the body, and no need for anybody to find out they didn't have it. They filed their fake autopsy report, and nobody was any the wiser. Well, almost nobody.
I still can't believe Mr. Von Karma would have stooped so low. You can't believe Edgeworth.
Edgeworth.
He lied about your father, and he killed your father as well. Why is there a lift car just sitting out here in the open?
No, Edward just doesn't believe in anything.
I don't believe in miracles. I don't believe in your Cyclops. I don't believe in your bracelet thingamajig there, Apollo, and I don't believe your.
Believe in?
What is he?
The Steel Samurai.
Wow.
I guess somebody must have been moving something heavy. The top of the platform seems to be wet.
You know, I've got a funny feeling I've seen this thing somewhere before.
You mean like 18 years ago?
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I last saw it in Frost's room. Must have used it to move the ice sculptures around. It's one of those fancy numbers where you can change not only the platform's height, but even its angle. If you had one of these, you could move giant lumps of ice around, no sweat.
Oh, wow. Oh, just think of the possibilities. I could really use one of these.
It still doesn't explain what it's doing here, though. Bit of a head scratcher, but we should give it a think, yeah?
Indeed. After all, it might just have something to do with our case. It's a selection of trophies won by Paul Haliquid. How do we do? What was it, Rose?
Haliq?
Halik.
I say Halik.
Halik. Or rather, Artie Frost.
You know, yeah, that makes more sense.
But yeah, he's French anyway, I believe. Evidently, he was very well respected artist. Well, you got one. Well, you got one too, Mr. Edgeworth. So it's about time I won too. Won too. I guess I have to find something thieving contest to enter. Or you could just set something up, something with a nice ceremony at the end and all that. Yes, followed by a swift round of rests. Mr. Winner, it was very clear that you are only allowed to investigate in this room, so I'm afraid I can't let you pass. Sorry, sir. Oh, it wouldn't make much difference if you did, officer. You're standing in front of a wall. Oh, but we all know a few bricks won't stop you, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Wow,
Who do you think he is? Fucking the Kool-Aid man to just burst through the walls?
Wow, he actually sounds kind of scared of you. Just what kind of reputation do I have down at the precinct?
Fucking, like, just Edward just burst through the walls and says, oh yeah.
Seems the elevator is only accessible to select individuals. I wonder what's upstairs. Among other things, the medical room. That's where Mr. Gusto is being treated. I hope he's alright. We've got some questions that need answering as soon as he wakes up. Since there's no way of knowing that when that might be, we should explore other avenues in the meantime. Oh god. Do you mind, Mr. Winner? You're on my way.
I do mind, actually. And I'm not going anywhere. You'll just have to go around me.
Well, we just thought you might want to move to a better spot, that's all.
What better spot? I demand you show it to me at once.
Is that really all it takes to make you do whatever you want? Don't think you've gone away with anything, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be reporting your actions to the committee. You do whatever you need to do, Judge Gaval. And we do the same. You are the self-styled great thief, correct? Mr. Edgeworth's association with such a character will be an interest of the committee too, of course. Go ahead and report me to your stupid committee. I'll be the toast of the thieving community. Looks like Judge Gavel will have to think up some new threats if she wants to intimidate Kay. Hello there, dearie. Still investigating away, are you? Found anything interesting? No, dearie. Well, nothing much anyway. Oh, silly girl, that wasn't a dearie moment. That was more of a lambkin. Sweetheart is for when you're being sympathetic, or of course, and treasure is when when they're in a tiz. Love is for people you're not that keen on, and petal you is what you use when you're trying to get someone's attention. Oh really? I had no idea there was meanings now. Wow, I didn't realize there was so many rules. Edgeworth, pedal. I hope you're getting all this down. Don't even try it, Kay. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. It's a sculpture of a brave warrior battling against a serpent. Did poor Halik make this one too, Mr. Edgeworth? He did. Seems he was fascinated by fantasy and mythology when he was a young man. This piece embodies the tragic yet gritty determination of the young as they face an impossible situation. It's called the math test. Oh, talk about relatable. Oh no. Modern day women will not understand that. It's a man with a moon-shaped head and a woman with a sun-shaped head. The man's got a real pained look in his eyes, though. Is this another Paul Halik piece? Yeah, it's from his younger years, when he was something of a dreamer. He depicted those closest to him by means of a motif taken from nature. The piece is titled "My Parents." I guess the moon shone brightest in the house. Where am I going? It seems the police have already moved the what?
The way you said that. Where am I going? Rat!
Conscious, you got me.
It seems the police have already removed the body. But why did the body of the victim from 18 years ago turn up in this fountain? And why wasn't it all rotten and stuff? Did it slowly shuffle its way here? Need to remind you that zombies aren't real. Seems likely that the body was preserved somehow.
Shut up!
Really?
Zombies are real!
Is that even possible? Hey, Mr. Francis guy, anything to report? Yes, ma'am. Traces of both ubiquitous and asphyxion have been detected in the fountain. I'm gonna say they were probably carried here by the stream from the wooden ring. In addition to those chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar. Oh, in addition to those two chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar. The composition of the sugar is being analysed as we speak. There's sugar in the fountain? Where would it even have come from?
Edgeworth, that's not sugar. That's grade A cocaine. Cocaine. Not gonna butt. Who took a shit on the floor?
Yeah, we've already examined that. It's coffee.
We got any puzzle pieces? Oh, the tea and the minty flavor.
Yeah, we could try that. Rose, that's it. Your salad's been cut.
Lol.
Oh.
Maybe the switch teapots, maybe?
But how about that? Oh.
You wanna?
Yes, that's what he's not at.
I'm stepping back.
He's an expert on tea. I suspect the difference in the aroma we notice is due to the teapots having been switched. You do? I can't see what else it could have been. The tea itself hadn't changed. Why don't we ask Miss Bound just to be sure? Miss Bound, the difference in the aroma we noticed. Do you think it could have been because of the different teapot? I suppose so. My cup just now had a subtle minty scent, rather like Uva tea. Uva tea?
Uva tea.
Uva tea. Oh, I just remembered. I made some peppermint tea in that pot only yesterday. That must have been where the minty aroma is coming from. Could that really be it? Maybe no. The tea from the teapot Larry switched in from under the cart smelled faintly of mint. Right, Miss Bound said she used that pot to make peppermint tea yesterday. Yes, but there's something else that's been troubling me. Miss Bound seemed more taken aback by the switching of the teapots than breaking of one.
How much you want to bet Miss Bound's the guilty party? Just so she can go to prison to that guy.
Probably, yeah. Oh, you're right. You expect it to be the other way round. I suspect she might have been deliberately hiding the teapot underneath the cart. But why? One of the ubiquitous key characteristics is its minties. Wow, here we go. Minty fragrance. So what if she had been hiding some in that teapot? What? In the teapot? It's simply a possibility, but one worth investigating, I believe. Mr. Winner, any luck finding that ubiquitous?
Huh? Oh! My people are searching the entire gallery, but they haven't found anything yet. And what about you? Don't tell me you know where it came from.
I may have an idea.
Ha! I knew it! If I can't find it, there's no chance a useless what?
There's no chance for useless what?
Wait, what?
Yes, you do know where it came from?
Yes.
Where?
Miss Bounce Teapot.
Wow, nice piece. I like it. Yes, it looks like a fitting prize for a natural-born winner.
It's not a prize, it's a vital piece of evidence.
Oh, it's just evidence? Then I'll have one of the forensics people check it out.
This guy.
This fucking guy, I swear to God.
I've had a good time.
Oh, very good job, bro. Fucking, what was that guy's name from the second Harry Potter book
Your
or
mother
movie?
is gay.
Lockhart, wasn't it? Wasn't it Lockhart on the second Harry Potter?
I have no idea.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking Rose here.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Lockhart. He fucking acts like him half the time. But Mr. Edgeworth, is there something? Is there some sort of problem with my teapot? Possibly. The minty fragrance we know is coming from it. I think it might just have to be the scent of one of the chemicals used to make the poison gas. By the way, I hate mint. But Mr. Edgeworth, I saw you took a mint yesterday. Surely you don't think I had anything to do with that? I'm afraid I do. The method used to create the gas would have required considerable preparation. Nobody would have nobody would have the time or the opportunity to set that up except you. Well, that's not strictly true. It would take around a week to get Zodiac Hall ready for the exhibition. There were all kinds of people coming in and going through here during that time. Delicia for one. So you see, I'm not the only person who could have set it all up. Miss Scone is on our radar too, of course. You needn't worry about that. And besides, I wouldn't know the first thing about making poison gas. So even if you did find something bikram in my teapot, I wouldn't have any idea what to do with it. I suppose we should see what the test results say first. Miss Bound claims that she doesn't know the first thing about making poison gas. I need to find a way to prove that she's lying.
If only you had a magatama of some sort.
Edra speaking. Oh.
Sir, it's me!
Wait, don't you have a effect for talking on through the phone?
For a phone?
I don't know. See. Sir, it's me!
Wait, I thought... Oh no, was that you? Was that you, Dark Lord, you had one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, for
okay
me.
then.
Not for Rose.
Alright.
But Discord should have like a phone filter for its voice changer.
I still don't have that filtered shit for Discord.
It doesn't.
What's up, Rose? It doesn't?
It
What
doesn't.
the fuck? Discord?
It has a megaphone.
Try that. See how it sounds.
It's the cops!
Oh goodness.
That is not okay. No, don't use that. Just use your hands for it.
Is everything alright, detective?
Or voice mod if you have that.
Rose, you should have a custom graphic for the muted image where it's your FNF character, but it's instead.
I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, Rose, when you mute, sometimes I don't know you're muted, so I look at your graphic and the muted icon, which is red, also blends in with your shoes.
shoe.
It's like I can barely tell. Wow. Is Wednesday not a good day to stream or something? Did I stream on a bad time?
Oh dear.
I don't think it's a bad day to stream or a bad time. I think it's just a matter of like Twitch not
All right, there we go.
reaching it out to people. I guess I don't know.
And I go back here. Why is there a new thing called cooked mic?
Cooked Mike.
I'm not gonna check it out.
Oh no.
What does this sound like?
Sounds like a cooked mic.
No way it does.
Rose, buy a new mic.
But I just got this mic.
Hold on, let me just. Rose, get in and clean them dishes.
Brother, what did you spend on that microphone? $5?
I just got it from the Dollar Tree.
So $1 is what you paid for that mic.
Oh. Alright. Don't worry about it. You sort one out later if possible.
Yeah, I should. Can't remember which one was it for the unless I was gonna use a radio.
Yeah, you use a radio. Just. Oh, quack indeed.
Alright, how about this?
Yeah, you could do
That's-
that one.
that's
Yeah,
good,
that one.
actually.
Yeah, that one sounds better.
Oh, one of my favorites. Everybody loves the winter week. It's just me in here now. Which means I can tell you what we found out.
You really shouldn't be sharing information about the investigation. But after the past week or so, I'm not about to stop him now.
The exhibits in here have all completely melted. And that's left in a display case with some stuffing about them. More of a Taurus case than a Gemini case, though.
Oh fucking hell! Now I've got to do one.
Now you gotta find a radio
Wow! I never
effect.
thought. I never thought I'd be doing it too. Hold on.
I use Battlefield Radio too.
Battlefield Radio 2. There it is.
I'm sure it's not the
Describe this
exact stuff.
stuff for me if you can.
Yes, sir!
I gotta get Pulse Mod working.
It's like a pale blue liquid. I had the lab run some tests just now. The sample for the Taurus case just had a bunch of sugar in it. But the one for the Gemini case had 3 different substances in it.
Which were
Sugar, salt, and blood.
blood. Uh-oh.
What are the salt and blood doing in the Gemini case? Imagine I still had the radio on. I was thinking in my thoughts, and my thoughts were going through the radio.
Sir, I can hear your thoughts.
Yeah, the man is blood and confirmed to me though, but I'll get to this right away, sir.
Please do, detective.
Oh, I also spoke over the radio with a forensics guy working on the fountain room. He said he just got word that the sugar they found in the fountain matches the sugar in the pale blue liquid.
I see. That might well prove to be significant development. Anything else to report, detective?
Yes, sir. We found one of those light-emitting devices here in the winter wing too.
There were a few of those being used in the autumn wing to disguise it as a winter wing, as I recall.
It seems that the equipment from 18 years ago is more than just for show. I need to talk to Miss Scone about this.
Anywho, I better get back to it. I'll let you know as soon as we hear from the lab about that blood.
Yes, thank you, Detective. Also, why do you sound like a colored guy when you say blood?
Well, you see, oh, he hung up.
Oh, he hung up. He hung up on me.
Was that Gummy? Seems like he had a lot to say.
Sir? Oh, he hung up on me.
He did, and it was all of it was very useful. If I'm going to prove that Miss Bounds' claims that about who could have set up the poison gas trap are false, I need to talk to a certain somebody else who was here 18 years ago. Larry.
You son of a bitch.
I was in here 18 years ago!
I wasn't even born.
Okay. You. Tell me, Fender.
What do you want with me, Miles?
What kind of person is Miss Bound?
Huh? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you've got a thing for her, Mouster.
I do not.
Chill. I'm just yanking your chain. Anyway, what can I say about Jude's? Well, she's a real brave trooper for one. What else do you call someone who waits around for 18 whole years like she has for Samson? Even after his extended family kicked her out of this place.
What? They threw her out?
Yep. Jude's wasn't technically part of the family, so there's nothing she could do. She had nothing, nobody, and no job after Samson took the fall. So she had no choice but to take what he taught her and make her own way in showbiz. She's retired from all that now, though.
Yes. Why did she retire?
She'd finally made enough to buy the old place back. She even got the ultimate cookbook back from the Tangaroa group after they basically stole it. I guess this place and everything to do with it was all she ever cared about. So she just wanted it back. All of it.
Well, Fender seems very sympathetic to Miss Bound's plight. But from a less charitable perspective, she has, in a way, taken everything from Mr. Tangaroa for herself.
Why is there a crop duster over my field?
Wait, what?
What?
A crop duster?
Yeah.
And what is it doing?
Well, flying around. Doesn't get towards the health.
Oh, okay.
Quite low.
The body's been taken back to the lab, sir. Autopsy's on the way. And how's the rest of the fountain looking? Rather beautiful, actually, sir. The water's crystal clear and kind of soothing. Almost as if there wasn't a body flown in it not so long ago. Now, what you just saw there was Edgeworth moving left, and I was not holding my analog stick.
Moving right.
This controller's scaring me, man. Miss Scone, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. Of course, dear. Fire away. Little fuck. Anything for you, Marzi Smarzi? And dear, sweet little tooth decay.
Tooth decay?
I appreciate it if I was...
Tooth decay. What the fuck?
I appreciate it if that was the last time you called me Milesy Smilesy. I'm not a fan of Tooth DK either. Oh, you just have to like it or lump it. I can't change a nickname once I've settled on it. Well, I guess we tried. When is this woman going back to Wonderland? What can you tell us about the various devices used to decorate the gallery's exhibits?
Oh.
There seems to be some pretty specialized items in use. Light emitting devices, luminous fabrics. Well, I can tell you all about those, dearie. After all, I'm the one who gave them the moody duty. It was my way of saying sorry after I broke the rules all those years ago.
All those years ago.
I bought her 4 lovely new salt lamps. And I gave her the 4 pieces of luminous cloth I used for the contest. Wow, that's super generous of you.
Fuck. There we go.
Well, us girls have to do our best, don't we? Not everybody understands, of course.
That better, but not be a dig at me, delish. I told you how kind I thought that was.
Yes, back when you were a dear, sweet, innocent baby boy. What happened to you, eh?
I grew up.
Dear, sweet, innocent baby boy? Mr. Fender? Can't quite picture that, I have to say. Hey! So these decorations, they're all the same as the ones who you saw 18 years ago, correct? I would laugh if you just called him out and said, yeah, he also ate paper.
There's a whole bunch of paper. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me fix my.
That's the sound effect we're going to be hearing a lot when we watch the Summer Games Fest. Every freaking game announcement.
Yep. Salt lamps, glowing fabric, light emitting doodads, the whole bit. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? They got it. No, as long as you gave them rupees and all.
There were 4 luminous cloths in use in the autumn wing, but I'm sure I saw another one up somewhere. Oh, fucking hell!
Oh boy.
Oh, do you know what? Let me favorite the freaking radios, or
Yeah,
in case.
Favorite the radio and reverb.
Well, I got no reverb is practically. No. I'm not lying. Oh, it's in my bag somewhere. I'm sure of it. What is she looking for? Oh, that's not it.
Oh God, wait.
And that's not it.
Voice mod has a voice that's just called metal pipe. I'm gonna test it out.
Yeah, every time you talk, it's just gonna make that banging noise. Yeah, there you go. Rose. Oh,
Okay.
he's muted. Fuck.
I should be. Alright,
That cloth looks familiar. Maybe I should jog it. Oh, flipping hell.
Fucking hell.
Can I switch back?
Yeah.
You can't force me in this shit.
Well, too bad he did. I just heard the ambience just kick
There we
in
go.
for a bit.
Maybe I should jog a memory with something so Miss Scone would tell us more. Miss Scone, you're something of a specialist. How might someone learn to make a poison gas that was used in the attack? Any ideas? Well, any pharmacist who's ever handled infesticide ultra would know for a start. After all,
Right,
it
so
says
you
right.
just outed yourself?
After all, it says right there on the label, do not mix with products containing ubiquitous, ever. Well, what about a layperson? It's unlikely they know, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you say? I suppose so, yes. Well, not unless they had a nose through the Ultimate Cookbook anyway. The prize from the contest 18 years ago. The recipe for making Infesticide Ultra, along with the not mixing the ubiquitous a bit, is in there, you know? So you're familiar with the contents of the book? Oh yes. Oh yes, dear. I know it inside out. Because I work for the Tangora Group, you see. We're the company behind Cold Killer X. I'm sure you've heard of it. Oh yeah, I'm very fully aware of it because Phoenix had to use that in his college years.
Oh, great.
And only that.
College years.
And only that, fucking, what was it? It was used for a case. Cold Killer X fights back sniffles and sneezes with ease. Apparently.
So allergy medicine is what we're calling it now.
After Sammy Poople, okay. After Sammy Poople was found guilty, the company took custody of the book. But they only grant their most trusted people access to it, of course. Which means Mrs. Scone is one of these elites, I suppose.
Now what?
You had a piece of fabric like this in your bag, did you not, Miss Scone? Albeit a somewhat grimier one. Grimy? Oh, how rude. You won't get people to cooperate with your little investigation like that, young man. Shall I call it a dish towel, then? Perhaps you used it to wipe some of your spillage? A spillage, he says. The cheek. That's a piece of highly specialized luminous cloth. Oh, I probably shouldn't have told you that.
Sure it is.
I think I'd like to learn a little more about this highly specialized luminous cloth, if you don't mind. Why didn't you want me to know you had a piece of luminous cloth in your bag? Oh, well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it now, is there? You must know I fished it out of the fountain. It was right before they called me into the autumn wing.
How could you?
So Larry's sketch from Miss Scone is of when she was trying to retrieve the cloth. At first, I thought it was some of the ones I'd be given Moody Judy. One of the 4 you'd given to the gallery, correct? Exactly, but all 4 were being used in the autumn wing, weren't they? So I realised it must have been that one missing all those years ago. What's happened?
Look what he put in Discord.
Oh no.
New quantum theory says there's always light, even in darkness.
Oh, fucking I've already had my infesticide ultra pinched and used to make poison gas. If only one of my cloths turned out to have been used in some sort of dastardly deed too, well, I was going to look guilty as sin, wasn't I? So I kept it hid in my bag and hoped for the best. I see. Oh, it does feel good to get it off my chest though. Stress is no good for the complexion. So the cloth that disappeared 18 years ago, the one that the victim was wrapped in, just happens to reappear in a fountain at the same time as the body. The Ultimate Cookbook contains instructions on how to create the poison gas. It's in the cookbook! It's in the cookbook!
It's on.
And the current owner of that book is none other than Miss Judy Bound. No way! You mean... I'm afraid I do. Miss Bound would have been perfectly capable of setting up the gas trap.
Hey Rose, your little speculation turned out to be true.
Finally, we can prove that she's been lying to us. Oh, he's gone.
Eureka.
Urethra!
Urethra.
And that's that. All that's left now is to await the results of the test on the teapot. Oh no, to be consquintude!
Wrong sound, sorry.
Rose!
To be continued. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up! Before this is gonna be our sponsor of Rose Shadow Legends. That's right. It's-
The stream was brought to you by Rose Shadow Legends. And now back to our regular scheduled programming.
The test results have just come in, sir. Traces of ubiquin were found in the teapot.
They are?
Just like Mr. Edgeworth said.
Gosh, you better not think this means you beat me.
You really need to drop this obsession with coming in first, Mr. Winner. We're all one on the same side here, remember? We're trying to get to the truth.
What? But first is best. Everyone knows it's best if you're winner than a loser.
There's really no way for a prosecutor to think. Not a successful one, anyway. Enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Please refrain from taunting the boy. See, and this, folks, is why kids are retarded. Their mums are. This is their. I swear, this is his mum. I swear. Ignore him, Eustace. He isn't worthy of your attention.
But girl, oh, all right.
God.
Why don't I take care of things from here for now? In the meantime, you can perform the far more important task of going and checking in on the victim.
Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll be right back.
God, he has
Excellent.
such a punchable face.
Excellent. We shall see you shortly then. Mr. Winner's annoying, but totally harmless.
That's what I'm saying, Edgeworth.
Judge Gavelle, on the other hand. Now, just because she's a woman, I can still punch her cause equality! Miss Bound, perhaps you could explain why traces of ubiquin were found in your teapot? I had no idea there was anything like that in there. Perhaps it's one of the ingredients in the dishwashing soap I used. So you are telling the court that you did not intentionally put ubiquin in the teapot? Yes, exactly. Why would I? Until today, I had no idea that it could even be used to make poison gas. You're a trained actress. Are you not, Miss Bound? I have thought you were being more of a convincing liar. What do you mean? You have access to the ultimate cookbook, correct? A book that just happens to contain instructions on how to create the poison gas used in the attack. Meaning it's a perfectly possible for you to know exactly how to make it. Oh, you're very well informed, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Bound, is what Mr. Edgeworth said true? The book does contain information on how to make a poison gas, yes. But the fact that I have seen it doesn't make me guilty. Can I ask exactly how the gas was triggered? The victim used a blowtorch to heat the liquid lid of one of the display cases, thereby melting the ubiquin. I see. But he locked himself in the room too, didn't he? Surely that and the fact that he triggered it himself wouldn't it point to it being a suicide attempt? So she's not willing to admit to anything. Furthermore, where would I have gotten hold of the infesticide ultra? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps you stole it? You know, I did bump into Moody Judy a week or so ago. And that very evening I noticed my infesticide ultra had gone missing. Judy, surely you didn't. Delisha, you carry your bag of pharmaceuticals with you everywhere, don't you? There would have been any number of opportunities for someone other than myself to steal it from you. That's true. When I don't have any hard evidence that it definitely was Miss Bound who stole it.
Dudes, there's clearly something you're not telling us. Why don't you just come clean, We all know you'd never hurt somebody for no reason, so...
Not you too. You think I'm guilty as well, Mr. Fender?
Can you blame me? We've got one wing disguised as another, a gas trap in one of the display cases. And you're the
Proprietor.
the proprietor?
Yeah.
Proprietor.
Or proprietor.
You're the proprietor. You're the proprietor of the establishment. It's looking a lot like you did it, kiddo.
You've got this all wrong.
Jokes.
What?
There's a lot of fucked up jokes on Twitter today.
You have to remember, the gallery doesn't have any security cameras nor any security personnel. If some ill-intentioned person or other wanted to get in undetected, I don't think they have much of a problem. Wow, you're practically asking to be burglarized. You need to be more careful. A grey thief could have a field day in here. And I don't think she's joking. And actually, it seems that Mr. Gusto did, in fact, enter the gallery before it opened.
Sheesh. She's one tough cookie. She's not budging an inch. Maybe it's time to rock a little technique Gregory taught me back in the day.
And what technique might that be?
So, hear me out. Everything's connected to what? To what happened 18 years back, yeah? And since we're not getting anywhere by focusing only on the here and now, maybe we ought to approach this from a different angle and look to the past for clues instead.
A turnabout in thinking? So our father used this method as well.
Right, let's run this through the old Thinkatron. How was Jude's involved in what happened back then?
According to Miss Bound, it was because of her that Mr. Frost's flavored ice sculptures melted. And yet, his sculptures are here on display at this very gallery today. Is it possible that she... Thank you, Fender. I think I know what I need to ask Miss Bound now.
Don't thank me, thank your pops. Now, take it away, Mousy. I'll grab the popcorn.
Oh no, Fender is Keemstar!
Let's get right into the news.
Miss Bound, he just grabs a whole desk and microphone and everything. You say that you were the one who caused Mr. Frost's creations to melt 18 years ago, right? Correct? I'm afraid so. I was young and foolish, and it was a terrible accident. And yet, what you did allowed you to open this exhibit, no? What do you mean? Yes, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
Go, Mo!
If you're going to ask such questions, perhaps a formal testimony from Mrs. Bound might be the best. Yes, perhaps it might. I'd like to know a little more about Zodiac Hall. And about why Miss Bound decided to dedicate this space to Mr. Frost's works. Very well. If you believe it to be relevant to this case, I will allow it. Miss Bound, would you mind? Not at all. I'll do whatever it takes to prove that I'm innocent. Then please, if you could give us some background on Zodiac Hall and the pieces on display here. It took 18 years, but by long last, I was finally able to buy Samson's house back a little while ago. But a place like this is expensive to maintain, so I decided to turn it into an art gallery. To that end, I collected as many Paul Hallowe's pieces as I could from around the world. Because, if I'm honest, it's always been something of a dream of mine to open a space dedicated to his work. Thank you for your testimony, Miss Bound. How wonderful it is that you were able to fulfill your dream. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, everything seems entirely above board to me. Judge Gavel, that was simply the witness's preliminary statement. As you surely know, the value of that testimony cannot be evaluated without due cross-examination. Spoken like a true attorney. Very well. You may do what you must.
Hold it! I call bullshit.
Paul Halleck, oh my god, Paul Halleck. That was Mr. Frost's pseudonym. Okay, correct? Yes, you don't. Yeah, why are you so far away?
I'm in the distance, Miles.
God damn it.
I'm in the ground, Miles, eating my popcorn, watching this go down.
Yes, he adopted it while he was working as a sculptor in France. I see. I'm curious about some of the pieces in your collection. More specifically, how were you able to acquire the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? It was my understanding that Mr. Frost died before he could complete them. Yes, I was able to create replicas of the Winter Wing based on the photos and the sculptures he made. Really? Perhaps you could go into some more detail on that? Because if I'm honest, I've always been something of a word. I was able to create replicas for the Winter Wing based on photos and sculptures he made. Yeah.
Objection!
I'm afraid you've run out of road, Miss Bound. Oh, hello, Mega. How are you? You can lie all you like, but you can't deny the results of the test conducted on the sculpture's remains. And those tests leave no room for ambiguity. What you had on display weren't replicas. They were the very statues Mr. Frost carved 18 years ago. Oh, I could probably help. I could probably explain how. Probably help explain how they worked. Worked it out if you like, dear. It's the sugar, you see. You might think sugar is sugar. You think sugar is sugar, but the composition is actually very unique. You could probably recreate the statues, but the sweet secret of their chemical makeup? No chance. Thank you, Miss Scone. I don't recall asking for her help, but still. To put it simply, the statues didn't disappear back then because they melted. They disappeared because you spirited them away and kept them hidden for these 18 long years. Ah! What? She kept a pair of flavored ice sculptures around somewhere for all that time?
It's not the most out there idea in the world. Assuming you had a bit of ice spots.
Quiet, all of you. Miss Bound, have you anything to say in your defense? So you've already learned that much. Should I take that to mean you admit to having hidden the flavored ice sculptures in question? No, I admit no such thing. You haven't proven that I was the one who stole those statues away. And you won't, because it would have been impossible for me to do so in the first place. The police were already here when they disappeared. I could have done that without them noticing. How indeed. I don't yet know exactly how you did it, but I'm far from ready to say that it was impossible for you to have stolen them away. You're a very persistent man, aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth? I am indeed, and I won't stop until I get to the truth. I see. And I better tell you exactly what I did that day 18 years ago. The whole time before judging began, I was waiting upstairs in our living area on standby. During the judging, I had to go change the camera's film cartridge for Samson. But before I could take the camera back to Samson, I discovered Mr. Frost's body. Later, around when your father arrived, I began to make the rounds and serve tea to everybody present. That was when I saw Mr. Gusto entering Mr. Frost's room.
Right.
And those were my movements on the day it all happened. I hardly see how you could take issue with any of that. That's for us to decide, Miss Bound. Are you saying there is a contradiction in her story, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm more focused on proving that the fact that she did indeed steal those statues. The question is, when she would have had the opportunity to do so. If I can pinpoint that, I might be able to prove what exactly she got up to.
Okay, Chuckles, settle down.
Hold it!
What are you chuckling at now, Rose?
A funny gift.
Just as you did today. Yes, I went around and offered everybody working on the investigation a cup of tea.
Present company included. I remember it well. Fucking kernel went on my throat. Sorry, Miles. Sorry.
Down, man. The hugs are not worth it.
Oh, fucking kernel went down my throat. Ugh.
The hugs
You were
are not
here,
worth
there,
it.
upstairs, downstairs, everywhere with that little cart of yours.
Interesting. And did anything strike you as strange around that time?
Oh yeah, Gregory was singing the praises of Judy's tea, and I think he mentioned his saucer was cold.
His saucer was cold. Was this the moment when
this
Miss
shit's
Bound
cold.
stole the sculptures? This was the moment. Miss Bound, I believe this was when you stole those when you stole the sculptures. I hate to contradict you, but the fountain room was full of witnesses at that point, Mr. Fender included. Are you suggesting that I somehow got the sculptures out of Mr. Frost's room right under everyone's noses? That is precisely what I'm suggesting. Miss Bound stole those ice sculptures and she did it by hiding them here.
Take that!
Fucking card itself.
My father and Fender had no idea that one of the sculptures were mere inches away from them.
My father.
Because it wasn't just a tea set you were pushing around, Miss Bound, but a hidden ice sculpture in a glass case. Surely such a thing would have been impossible. How would a case of that size fit on a serving cart? It would have been spotted immediately. Who said anything about a serving cart? What? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you suggesting she used instead? I'm suggesting that Miss Bound used this to transport the ice sculptures. That would be the lift the lift cart thing, yeah.
Take that!
It looks damp. And this is the car that Miss Bound used to move the flavored ice sculptures out of Miss Frost's room 18 years ago. And it would appear that the very same car is still here with us in this fountain room. we originally bought it for the use in the contest. And you're saying that Miss Brown loaded Mr. Frost sculpture onto this car and carried them off? I am. As you can imagine, all one would need to do is lay a case on its side, add a tablecloth, and it looks like a normal serving cart, thus allowing her to move moving the sculptures around freely. Can it be?
Holy moly! Of course! That's why the sausages were so chilly. They were sitting on top of a big block of ice! Jutes! How could you?
Impressive. Then again, you are Mr. Gregory's Edras' son. I should have expected no less. There isn't a scrap of evidence that I stole these sculptures all those years ago now. And yet, I knew that no matter what I said or did, I'd always be under a cloud of suspicion. So you admit it? You admit that you stole them from Mr. Frost's room? Yes, I do. I took those sculptures and their glass cases out of that room 18 years ago. As Mr. Edgeworth correctly deduced, I dressed up the lift cart as a serving cart to do it. It slipped in and out of Mr. Frost's room while I was going around serving tea to everybody. In the end, I removed not only the sculptures, but the flavored ice Zodiac blocks as well. Zodiac blocks? I feel like I've seen them for myself before. Yeah, cool. Who's that kid? We don't even, like... If the Winter Wing...
Just a random ass kid.
Yeah, random ass kid with horn-looking things. Like, you really just put so much into that character, but yeah, we don't even see him. Well, we don't get to see him anymore. Unless it was a reference, I don't know. If the Winter Ring really is an exact replica of Mr. Frost's room for 18 years ago, then even though my father never saw them because they already melted, the Zodiac blocks must have been in the victim's room back then as well. When I finished moving the 2 ice sculptures and the 2 Zodiac blocks out, I took 2 fresh empty cases to Mr. Frost's room and put them where the original 2 had been. Only the sculptures had been kept in glass cases, you see, to prevent them from being damaged. The blocks were only a little more robust, so they would have been displayed as is. As stated in the contest rules, we were responsible for providing all display materials, including cases. Meaning it would have been easy for her to prepare those empty spaces she swapped in. Mr. Frost's room contained quite a few other flavoured ice works in progress. I figured if I melted them down somehow, the resulting puddles would look like it came from the sculptures. And that is how the sculptures from 18 years ago came to be in the Winter Wing today. I have to say, Mr. Edgeworth, that's quite the confession. Indeed. And I think she offered it so willingly because she knows there's nothing we can do with it. That's all I have to tell you. However, despite everything I've shared, you can't charge me with anything now, can you? What? How do you figure that? Oh my. I would have thought you might know at least this much, given we're at the crime scene. I suggest you memorize with the various statutes of limitations outlined in this book.
Statutes for dummies?
Oh God!
It's a very good read.
Yeah, I'll read it too, sir.
Statues of what? What is this? Why am I having this in my damn organizer? Simply put, Kay. Prosecutors only have a certain amount of time within which they can put a suspect on trial for a given crime. Let's take a close look, shall we? Great. If it's got, oh, I would have thought it would have some fucking pictures like it's a goddamn kid's book.
Oh, I was gonna read it for you.
Oh, yeah, well, no, it did it by itself.
Oh.
So is it different for every crime? Murder, 15 years, theft, 7 years? Ah! Yes, Miss Bound stole the ice sculptures 18 years ago. So it's too late to have her arrested for that crime. I don't believe it.
That's for that crime. This is a different one.
Theft is a serious matter, especially when it involves the removal of evidence from a crime scene. However, as you yourself just pointed out, Miss Bound can no longer be prosecuted for a crime, rendering your revelation rather pointless. When you say, Mr. Edgeworth. I won't be so sure about that. But you see, the theft of the ice sculptures isn't my principal interest here. I'll find the body that reappeared 18 years after the theft, to be more considerably more interest. Are you suggesting that I also hit Mr. Frost's body? I am indeed. But how do you keep a body hidden for 18 years without anybody finding it?
Could have been.
By hiding it in a very unusual way.
That's what it kind of reminded me of.
Now this is interesting.
Just older.
Are you telling me that you know where the body was being all forward this time, Mr. Edgeworth? It's not such a big leap if you think about what Miss Bound has told us already. Let's just say it when it wasn't let's just say it wasn't just flavored ice that she removed from Mr. Frost's room back then. Very well. If you are confident in this claim, let us put it to the test. Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, where exactly was Miss Frost's body hidden?
In an ice block, maybe.
Take that!
The photograph of Mr. Frost's works, and of the victim's body, Your Honor. Well, you will have to forgive me, but I don't see what you mean. Where exactly in this photograph is Mr. Frost's body?
The Gambit statue.
It's not Gemini. It's fucking Pisces.
Rose,
Gemini.
Rose, you're making Timmy mad.
Gamini.
I'll make sure your
Wait, which one is Jiminy?
Gabagoo.
wheelie bin is cleaned out.
Which one? I'm sorry, I'm no Zodiac
The
person.
bastard that's being in the cloak.
The one that's not quartz.
The Gemini sculpture?
The Geminin.
I will crush your fucking wheelie bin with you in it.
Yes, it may look like a sculpture at first glance, but it is in fact Mr. Frost's corpse. What? Surely you can't be serious. You don't see anything in the photograph. I don't see anything in the photograph to support such a wild claim. That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to hide the body in plain sight. And what piece of evidence might that be? The court demands that you present what is used to conceal the body.
The cloth.
Take that!
Because remember, the lady was missing one.
One of the cloths from the autumn wing? Yes, when it was made to glow in just the right way. It's so visually convincing you might mistake it for ice. Isn't that right, Miss Scone? Oh, well, yes, dear, but you can't make it look like just anything really. Even blazing fire. That right shade of blue would make it look like ice. Yes, exactly like that, in fact. Is it not the case that a certain special device is needed to generate these colors, though? Objection! 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 Objection!
Silence!
Silence!
I kill you.
Oh, what was that? What? Oh, fucking hell! What does Ahmadi say?
Satara!
Yeah, Sandra. If you would care to take another look at a photograph of the winter ring, Your Honor, and look at it very closely because it will make you laugh.
Do you see it?
You notice there is a small box connected to the bottom of the Gemini display case. That's one of the very light-emitting devices in question. Detective Gumshoe even confirmed its presence. In fact, this particular device went missing 18 years ago. Back then, it was no doubt firmly connected to the cloth inside the display case. Which means Miss Bound had no choice but to take it with her when she removed the sculpture. So you see, this cloth and the light-emitting device were being used to create the illusion that Mr. Frost's body was, in fact, a statue carved from ice. No, this can't be.
Wait. Wait, so you're telling me that when we took that photo of us in the winter wing...
Yes, we were standing right in front of the body. But the body and the cloth were both recovered from the fountain. Why were they found there if the body was supposed to be in the winter wing disguised as a sculpture? Because that would have been no mystery as to how the body had been hidden if we found out as it is. Miss Bound indeed needed to remove Mr. Frost from the winter ring in order to throw us off at descent. Ridiculous. I don't recall her sneaking around behind our backs to throw a body in the fountain. No, and she didn't need to, because she had another method at her disposal. Her trusty lift cart. The same car that had proved so useful in executing her original theft. What? That? I believe she wheeled the body into one of the other wings and followed it down in the stream to the fountain. The frozen body, being quite solid, probably got struck somewhere along the way, which is why the only cloth appeared at first. The cloth Mrs. Scone discovered. And then the body followed afterwards once it had fallen enough. It's an ingenious theory, Mr. Edgeworth. But can you prove that it was me? It seems a little unfair to expect me to accept your accusations without proof.
You were the only one
Don't
in
you
the
think?
building.
What about an eyewitness? Do you think someone might have spotted her when she was moving the body? As a matter of fact, I do. And a contradiction and piece of evidence I was provided will shed light on exactly how Miss Bound moved the body as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any evidence to support your allegations? Of course. I have a piece of very compelling proof right here. Then please present it to the court. What evidence do you have that proves Miss Bound acted as you claim? That maybe?
Yeah, because she's recovering the cloth.
More drawings.
The recovery of
And
the
is
cloth.
that me? Yes, Mr. Butts drew sketches of people as they passed through the fountain room. But what I'm interested in is the cart we see here. Miss Bound's serving cart? What about it? You don't see it? She's using the same trick as she used 18 years ago. Ergo, we know that Miss Bound was busy moving Mr. Frost's body when this picture was being drawn. What? If I may, I don't see Mr. Frost's body anywhere in that sketch. All I see is a picture of me delivering chocolates to everyone. Really? Well, then allow me to direct your attention to the colours of the tablecloth, Miss Bound. I originally thought that Mr. Butts had made an error but he's assured me that it couldn't possibly be the case. This tablecloth appears to be light blue. Yes, a shade of tablecloth that Miss Bound doesn't seem to own. The cloth only appears to be light blue due to the body hiding just underneath. What? The shape of the car is perfectly rectangular, just as one would expect. Surely it would have been immediately obvious if the tablecloth was being draped directly over the body. Not if the body had been placed inside one of the hollow Zodiac blocks in the winter wing. Place one of those on the lift cart and it'd be easily pass muster as a regular serving cart. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, goddess of justice. Miss Bound, surely now you must admit that it was you who moved the body, just as you did 18 years ago. I didn't expect you to deduce all that from a single simple sketch. But that sketch alone isn't really enough to prove your theory, is it? You needn't worry on that front. That case doesn't rest solely on Mr. Buss's artwork.
He's an idiot.
Once you had disposed of the body, your serving cart became a simple lift cart once more. Which is exactly what we discovered here in the fountain room. And with our serving cart, you had to find some place to put your chocolates. My chocolates? The one I was handing out? As we saw in the sketch, you had originally placed them on top of the cart. But the chocolates you gave us from your pocket? Oh yeah, mine was half melted. It was still super sweet and tasty though. Why did you suddenly feel the need to put your chocolates in your pocket, Miss Bound? It was because you no longer had the serving cart to put them on, that's why. Ah! One moment, please. You have to explain what Miss Bound did with the chocolates and the lift cart. But what about the tablecloth? Where did it go? Indeed, if stashing the chocolates in her pocket was only the solution she could think of, I doubt Miss Bound had the time to dispose of an entire tablecloth. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any answer for that for me? Miss Bound didn't hide or dispose of the tablecloth, Your Honor. In fact, it's right here in front of us. Perhaps you would care to enlighten us?
She got the mallet.
Where exactly is the tablecloth Miss Bound used to hide the body?
I already cracked some skulls.
On Miss Bound's person?
If it's right in front of us, then
Miss Bound has a tablecloth on her person, and in plain view, in fact. In plain view? No, you surely don't mean. Miss Bound, it's a cloth around your waist, isn't it? Oh dear. And given that the Zodiac blocks weren't kept in glass cases, that cloth would have been in direct contact with ice. All we would need to do is confirm my theory is to test the cloth for traces of the sugar using Mr. Frost's work. The game is up, Miss Bound. It's time to come clean. You won't need to test the tablecloth. Everything you said is true. I stole Delicia's Infesticide Ultra, and I moved Mr. Frost's body. It was me. It was all me. Delicia, I'm so sorry. Last week I went into your bag and I took it. And then I put it in his pocket, hoping to make it look like he tried to do himself in. I also made sure to leave no fingerprints but yours, just in case the police suspect foul play. Judy, you! Oh gosh.
But Judes, why? Weren't we supposed to be on the same side? All fighting together to free Samson?
We were, but I couldn't afford to get arrested. Not yet. Not yet. Until I've finally proven that Samson is innocent. I've always planned to give myself up in the end, I swear. I know it's easy to say that now, but...
Why do it this way though? It's not like you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fender. I caused you so much trouble. I've been the guilty party all along. Ever since that day 18 years ago. Are you trying to tell us that the true culprit in the IS incident was you? I committed a terrible crime. I took those sculptures and I stole them from purely selfish reasons. The moment Mr. Frost died, they became more than mere entries in the confectionery contest. They became the final works of Samson's favorite artist. I couldn't allow them to just melt away, not before he came home. And that meant that I couldn't let anybody near them, not even the police. So I hid them. I knew it was wrong, but I just had to. I put them in a cold storage room for safekeeping. But what I had actually done was far worse than anything I could have possibly imagined. Because who would have thought that Mr. Frost's body itself was posing as one of the sculptures? So she didn't know about the body then when she stole the sculptures? Samson is a kind man, a saint. He could never kill anybody, never. And yet, because of what I did, the police never found Mr. Frost's body, and Samson was found guilty.
He was also snorted.
Yeah.
After all,
Gotta get Ellen out real quick.
after all he'd done for me, he was my family. The only family I never had. Rose, I never knew Tara had an afro.
It was a
Man, it was a weird time being a heartless Stan.
He was the most important person in the entire world to me. And
Shoots.
after his conviction, I was forced out of our home. I was finally able to return only a few days ago, and when I did, I went to the cold storage room to check up on the sculptures. And that's when I saw it. Mr. Frost's body, and it had been there the whole time. Of course, by that point, the statutes of limitations had expired. So I did what I did today, because it's only the way I could think of to make things right. Seems like I've misunderstood her intentions. But everything she's done really has all been Mr. Tangaro's sake. Hey, what are you...
Tangerine.
What are you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth? Something that's been puzzling me. Why did Mr. Bound use poison gas? And why not a more reliable method? And why disguise the Autumn Wing as the Winter Wing? The only reason I can think of is to confuse someone who was here 18 years ago. Yeah, I wonder what she might have had in mind.
Gusto.
Is Gusto. She was trying to prove that Mr. Tangaro was innocent. Miss Bound's ultimate goal must have been to...
Find the true killer.
Could she have been trying to discover the identity of the true culprit? Miss Bound, your ultimate aim was to see Mr. Tangaro cleared of all charges, correct? And to that end, you had to expose the real killer and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Is my understanding of your intentions correct? Exhibiting the sculptures was sure to force the killer to return to the crime scene. After all, they were the only reason apart from you who knew that the body was hidden in the icework.
So they would have freaked out thinking the body was about to be discovered and come running, yeah?
Exactly. Well, Miss Bound ran the risk that the killer might successfully cover their tracks this time. In the worst case scenario, they might have been able to remove Mr. Frost's body from the scene. So how could she lure the true killer into revealing themselves without putting vital evidence at risk?
Oh, I see where you're getting at. You're saying that that's why the Autumn Wing was all winter wingy.
I am. You were betting on one thing, Miss Bound, weren't you? That whoever opened the Pisces case, yet so carefully disguised as a Gemini case, would be the real perpetrator of the IS-7 incident. No. But that would mean the real killer was... Enough. Not another word. Do you realize the implications of what you are saying, Mr. Edgeworth? Are you prepared to stand behind the accusations you are clearly about to make? This bound set a trap for Mr. Frost's killer, meaning that whoever found themselves caught in that trap is highly likely to be the guilty party. But I lack the evidence to support such an assertion. To accuse someone without the evidence is not to be done lightly. So, shall I really go ahead and make an accusation and name Mr. Frost killer nonetheless? Yeah. Let's make.
He was the only one in that room.
My ultimate goal is to see the truth exposed, and to that, I need to seize the moment.
He was the only one in that room.
Yes, Judge Gavelle. I am prepared to stand behind my accusations. I know exactly who is to blame for the IS incident. Eddie Fender.
Well, what?
Hey.
Oh yeah, no, it was Gumshoe. He was in there.
Huh?
No, it was Artie Frost. Well, I'm dead.
No, it was the dead body all along.
Damn it, 57.
Come back for his revenge.
No, it was this guy.
It's Mr. Wiener. Oh, Winner.
Yay.
I wasn't even here. I was practicing the Star Wars sequels. Oh, no wonder the music was shit.
Reading up on some reading.
Mr. Gusto,
Book for dumbass.
I'm just
The victim-
reading the book Statutes for Dummies.
the victim of the poison gas is at... Oh, God. Mr. Gusto, the victim of the poison gas is the perpetrator behind the IS-7 incident? Gusty!
Mr. Gusto.
Miss Bound, as we have established, you knew that the opening of the gallery would lure in the real culprit. And you set up the poison gas trap in order to catch them. Do you dispute the facts thus far? You're a very impressive man, Mr. Edgeworth. Just like your father. And of course, you're absolutely right. Then perhaps you could tell us exactly what happened in your own words?
So now she's gonna be charged with attempted murder.
Oh, of course. I have nothing to hide anymore.
Correction. Grand larceny.
So I might as well tell you everything. As you said, I set a trap here in the gallery to try and catch Mr. Frost's killer. Before we opened, I made sure that the door to the autumn wing was the only one that was unlocked. When opening time came, I went around to unlock the doors for the various rooms, and found the autumn wing had been locked from the inside. The killer was on the other side of the door. The thought, well, it frightened me. And then she simply walked away, leaving him to fall victim to her poison gas trap. When I heard that Mr. Gusto was being treated for gas inhalation, that's when I knew he was the murderer. All that was left was for the police to find Mr. Frost's body, and then Samson would finally be proven innocent. At least, that was my plan.
Juice. Why didn't you tell me? You know I'm always here for you, right? You could have found another way. It didn't have to be like this.
Thank you, Mr. Fender. You've been so very kind to me all these years. I'm the one who created this mess, so it's up to me to try and clean it up. I don't care what it took, as long as I could get Samson out of that awful place.
Judy, Judy, Judy.
18 years ago, the police managed to cover up the fact that Mr. Frost's body had gone missing. If I went to them now and said it had reappeared, I was afraid they might have tried to cover things up again. So I worked to set off a very public incident here in the gallery, in front of as many witnesses as possible.
I'm so sorry, Judy. You, Samson, Gregory, I let you all down.
Oh, Fender, this can't be easy for him. No, I'm the one who should be apologizing. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, I hope one day you can forgive me. And whatever punishment I have to face, I'm ready to accept it.
Jail?
But please, if I may ask one more thing of you, it's that you simply must clear Samson's name. The way of the truth of these past 18 years had come to light was unexpected, to say the least. And yet, it only set us down a path towards an even more shocking end. Oh shit! Yes, we're gonna.
To be continued. God damn it!
That is funny timing. That
One,
is
fuck
hilarious.
you. Two, perfect timing.
Yeah, guess who's gonna be right back?
was so funny.
Alright, anyway, we're back. Is Rose back? Mo! Hey!
Just burst through the door. Get your bitch ass on the bed.
Oh, this cat, I swear. Now she's doing it.
Oh,
Right,
fucking
that's
God.
it,
You know what
Mama.
that calls for? I think that calls for a drink.
Right, you got anything to say to the flipping audience, pups? Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Catnip stolen again, is it? Yeah, I know.
What the fuck? Momo, you can't say that. You can't say that on
that's
Twitch,
a bit-
Momo. What the?
Oh, that was a bit
Just
racist.
did.
Mo!
What'd you say about my mama, bitch?
Man, Mama's Mama's just being bitched out. Like,
She's being super aggressive today. I'm coping that. What is it, Mama?
Rose been sparkled by a cat. Can't believe it. You listen to a cat.
I mean, he does often lose to a little child, so I guess this is just a different
I
low
need to
form.
deafen so I can get this clip.
Let's just not waste any time. Miss Bound, are you feeling a little calmer now? Yes. Good, then allow me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law. Yes, I understand. Nevertheless, I understand that you did what you did in order to prove Mr. Tongaro's innocence. Therefore, if the real culprit really is someone else, then we have the duty to reinvestigate the case. There is nothing to suggest that anything nefarious took place in the official IS-7 incident records.
Judge, that was your cue to talk.
And right now, there is nothing to suggest that we should take Miss Bound at a word. At a word either. So our first order of business should be to arrest the culprit of the case before us, Miss Bound herself. Jesus Christ. Official records cannot always be trusted, Judge Cavell. Especially since there are those prosecutors who would think nothing of twisting the facts. Are you suggesting that the committee at the time overlooked just a prosecutor? That's for you and your people to figure out. However, it is a fact that the autopsy report was faked. I thought I said the autopsy report was fucked.
That too.
It wasn't updated.
Seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now. Oh, there really is something of Mr. Von Karma in you, Mr. Edgeworth. How so exactly?
I raised that boy well.
By continuing to find the fate of the committee, defying the will of the committee, and bending the truth to fit your needs. That's how. Perhaps it is time you understand how no, the committee sees this case. Oh joy, yet again. The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy report. Even still, Mr. Von Karma only managed to have Mr. Tongaro convicted as an accomplice. I personally have to come to believe that the real culprit behind the IS-7 incident is Miss Bound. Her plan to poison and kill Mr. Gusto today was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder. And this is how the committee sees things, is it? It is. As always, I act solely in service of law and order. Sounds to me like she's is acting in service of the committee and covering up the truth. And if I can't change her mind, there will be no saving Mr. Tangara or Miss Bound.
Okay. Well, I spell bullshit, but I want to hear more. Why would Miss Bowen have chosen to frame Mr. Gusto for the murder? No doubt because he suspected her for being the real culprit. He may have entered what he thought was the Winter Wing simply to see if the Gemini statue was genuine. Little did he know that he would be greeted by a trap designed to silence him. A trap that nearly worked. Do you have any evidence to support the line of reasoning? Unfortunately, Mr. Gusto remains in critical condition. It will be difficult to prove anything until he regains consciousness. In other words, there is little we can do for now. On the contrary, there is plenty we can do. We still have no grasp in the situation, have you? Then allow me to spell it out for you. We have evidence. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Where was this evidence?
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh fucking yeah! Stupid bitch with a gavel. I'm afraid there is still one question concerning the IS-7 incident that remains unanswered, Your Honor. Would you mind taking a look at this? What is it?
Take a look at this.
There are test results carried out on the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case in the Winter Wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until that question... What the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it.
Was that a bear?
Look, man, Freddy just came to visit, okay?
Freaking Mel Sonic will come in and start doing his little... Until that question is answered, I highly think you can claim to have more than There was blood in a Gemini case.
His name is Durf.
Durf.
Because it's Fred backwards.
Durf the bear.
Durfy.
Why did I not hear about this from the Eustons? Because Detective Gumshoe informed me of the results directly.
Beautiful.
I was planning to tell Mr. Winner about it myself, of course. You kept this to yourself until now? Despite having no jurisdiction here whatsoever? My words, the committee will hear about all this, what you've done here today. The committee is going to get fucking down in flames, my sweetheart. I bet you the committee is also bullshit and she's going to realise. As ever, my interest is in the truth. I am the committee. Not yet. As ever.
You can barely hear it.
As ever, my interest is in the truth, and if mistakes were made in the past, they must be rectified. If you must report me to the committee, then so be it. But in return, we must be allowed to investigate this case to the very end. That is not my decision to make. You will need to discuss it with Eustons. Oh fucking hell, here we go.
Oh fucking hell.
Hey Rose, you're back.
Says the judge,
Rose.
executioner.
Guess who's back, losers? And with good news, too.
Oh my god, oh, look, it's your boy.
It was a close call for a minute there, but Camilla Gustav is alive.
Alright, there's that clip in the fucking chat.
It's
Gusto!
He made it.
You're the ones who found me? Yep. Long time no see, Gusto. You're the attorney's assistant? You've grown. And you have an assistant of your own now?
Assistant? No,
He hasn't got the gig just yet. This is Gregory Edgeworth's son.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service.
Fate moves in mysterious ways. I'm in your debt. If you hadn't found me in time, I wouldn't be here to thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. After all, if you hadn't lived, we wouldn't be able to ask you what really happened 18 years ago.
What are you talking about?
We figured out quite a bit while you were out cold. Including the fact that you're probably the guy who off-pour Artie Frost.
Dude got fast.
Is that true?
Miss Bounce set up a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost's murderer. A trap that involved rigging the Pit Pisces case with poison gas. Perhaps in light of that fact, you could tell us in your own words what happened back then? Or perhaps you'd rather exercise your right to remain silent?
Oh, it's not that. Gusto here is a fan of the old meditation. You know, and all that jazz.
Wow, sleeping while standing seems pretty cool. That's one heck of a talent. Except there's no one sleeping involved in meditation, Kay.
Hey! Hey, Gusto, old pal. How about you snap out of it and tell us what went down way back when?
I was caught in the girl's trap, so I must be the killer. See, is your idea of a joke? I'm the victim here.
Indeed you are, Mr. Gusto. And there is no evidence that you have done anything wrong yet. Mr. Edgeworth and the Mr. Fender here are merely speculating. Rest assured that they have no authority here and that you may pay them no heed.
At least somebody here seems to be on my side.
Judge Variety Gavel, it's a pleasure, Mr. Gusto. I will assist you in any way you may require. Perhaps you could begin by explaining what actually happened 18 years ago to Mr. Edgeworth.
Fine. Want me to prove I'm innocent, Mr. Prosecutor? I'll be happy.
So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Gavel. You're hoping Mr. Gusto will help you hide what happened instead of trying to correct the record? I believe only in the fallible judgment of the Goddess of Justice. Except it is us humans who make the actual judgment calls in the court law. And so as long as there are those who use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you would use your position to further obscure the truth, then neither she nor I will forgive you. We shall see about that.
What do you advise, Judge Gavel?
It would seem that you are under suspicion because it was you who triggered the poison gas. Specifically by opening the Pisces case lid. Would you be so kind as to share why with us?
Because he had no rhyme, reason, or business to?
That is understood. I came to see Frost sculptures. Simple as that. I made a mistake with the opening times and arrived an hour and half hour early.
Miss Bound, was there no one at the reception desk around that time? I had left the main entrance unguarded unlocked, just in case the killer made an appearance. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the way up until the gallery's opening. So no, there was no way. So there was no one on the first floor then. But I did make sure that all the wings were locked up tight. All except for the autumn wing, that is. Let's see. She did all that just to steer the culprit into the autumn wing. Which is precisely where Mr. Gusto went. Sneaking into a building's pretty spacious. However you slice it. Silence in the courtroom. I will permit no objections or interventions
But this isn't.
unless there is some
But-
evidence that
but,
the witness is
Judge,
lying.
This isn't the courtroom.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay, fine.
The courtroom? You know this is an art gallery, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Gusto, if you could please continue by explaining why you opened the Pisces case.
I wanted to see Frost's work up colors. So I went up to the Gemini. Sorry, I guess it was supposed to be a Pisces statue. And I saw that the lid was frozen on tight. So I blowed. Sorry, that was.
I blowed the blowtorch. God.
I blowed the grab torch.
There's a grab torch?
So I grabbed the blowtorch from nearby and tried to open it.
No, do you mean you tried and nearby to open it?
So you didn't let me finish my line. When I you gotta let me know when you change this shit. When I finally got it open, gas came pouring out.
Well, what's the point in telling you that? That leaves it all in suspense. Fascinating. This is the sort of flawless testimony attorneys can only dream of. Yeah, and the everything sounds like a lie kind. I am not.
None too satisfied.
Oh shit! Sorry, my eyes, man. I thought she was meant to say no one. I am none too satisfied.
I am no one too satisfied.
I can't, man. This shit is
Hey,
getting to me, man.
we all had our retarded slip ups. Okay?
I am none too satisfied with the Gusto's explanation
for me,
myself.
I blowed a grab torch. Now it's you. I'm no one too satisfied.
Alas, there is no
We all
evidence
have
to
those
refute it.
moments.
Come on, there must be something.
There's controversy.
Personally, I blame Rocky.
It's Mountain's story you should be questioning, not mine. I'm not the one who set up the gas trap. She could have killed anybody with that thing.
Objection!
She turned on the
Was that
sprinklers as soon as the
anything to do
gas
with
was
your-
released. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was gunning for the killer and no one else. That killer being you, old pal.
So you believe that self-confessed criminal?
Miss Bound is far from blameless in this affair, and she will have to pay for her crimes. But so will Mr. Frost's killer.
You seem determined to pin Frost's murder on me. But I had no reason to kill him. And you have no evidence to prove otherwise.
You sure about that?
Can we really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Gusto fell victim to the poison gas. That much is indisputable. Yet, no matter how suspicious his actions in present may seem, they prove nothing about the past. Yeah, but then what about you, Mr. Fender? There must be something we can do.
You're right. We may not have evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see now. If Gusto killed Frost, he must have had a reason.
He claims not to have a motive, but that actually can't be. That can't really be true, can it?
If he did it, then he has one. Not many people commit murder just for fun. In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about a probable motive too. Remember?
How can you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason, they could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Oh, come on!
Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Gusto
Hey, that's
back
me!
then, but we can.
That's me!
Oh shit!
Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Gusto back then, but we can now.
Abba limited Vani's bro rap issue.
Picky, picky, picky. Quit your damn crying.
If we could put the pieces together, I think the picture we've been looking for. Did someone just get dragged into the depths of hell? was that Von Karma himself going down? Oh, I want to go die.
Von Karma's secret death in jail.
I'll pay you back. I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge.
Oh, dear. Yes, I think you might be right. I need to figure out
What the no, in all seriousness, what the fuck was that sound? Can you just play that and play it off like just without just nonchalant? What the fuck was that?
Especially the questions that never got answered.
No, I'm not gonna glasses. Oh no! Oh no, he's back!
Hope he doesn't pull out the lollipop.
Fucking eyes, man.
And the fair mark, see? We're the one wearing the gloves, see?
Does she have a heart attack? Oh, you know I'm wearing the gloves? Like, oh.
Scone. Deny that the finger marks on the frame were hers.
Play that sound again, Rocky says.
No, alright. Rose, repeat that again. Alright, repeat the what Bad said.
Rose.
And the finger mark, see? We're the one wearing the gloves, see?
But what if they were Mr. Gus?
She has a heart attack! Falls to the ground! That pulls out his eye, pop! Ah, fuck, I knew it.
So he asked me to go and put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were. In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected. Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way. My father noticed these things for a reason. I just need to piece them together correctly.
This whole string needs to be highlighted now.
In the absence of every evidence as to
This whole stream needs to be highlighted now. We need to archive this stream as soon as possible.
Oh, fucking Christ. God, I wonder if my streams will ever do well on fucking TikTok. Probably not, because it's not retarded enough.
Oh, God.
Okay, right, remaining exposures and wanted cookbook?
I think,
Yeah.
oh, never mind. I was gonna say
Photograph.
cooperation ended being the murderer's motive. I think.
Photographing the cookbook's contents would be the perfect way to steal its secrets undetected.
Cooperation ended.
And what if Mr. Gusto did just that? What if he used Mr. Tongoro's camera to photograph the book? It'd be the perfect crime. So much for better than stealing it and getting chased by the cops.
A sneaky snapshot or 20, huh? That could work.
The only question is, when would he have done it?
Good question. Sora, 123, your friend just came online. What about during afternoon tea? Did Delicious say that Gusto and Frost had missed out on the little tea party they had?
Which brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive? Oh no.
Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost as he secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering this locked room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did the only key. Okay, bye.
Bye, Mr. Krabs.
Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's work the only ones you sampled? No, dear, I couldn't help myself.
What is that fucking sound?
When I'd finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to the chili rinse room for a little taste test too. Mr. Frost had kept himself inside his room after the contest had started, but he was gone by the time Miss Scone snuck into to sample his work, meaning that there's a good chance he was murdered before the end of afternoon tea. Afternoon tea. Afternoon tea. Rose, afternoon tea.
Murderer's motive. Cooperation ended.
Would you like a bit of sugar in your tea, Rose?
Would you like some cream or sugar with your tea? Oh, I know that's coffee.
Would you like a Starbucks instead, sir?
Hell no.
Mr. Gusto, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together, did you not?
So you know my little secret.
Mr. Fender was kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of the design, while you were in charge of the flavor, is that correct?
What can I say? I still had a lot of way to travel on the road to becoming a master confectioner.
But you only collaborated up through the semi-final. Something changed after that.
We both wanted to show what we could do. Show that we were better than Tangaroa.
Objection!
Then why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final?
You know, what grounds do you have to say that?
Your own statement made to Mr. Von Karma 18 years ago. You told him that you had been working together right up until the day before the final. Oh, flipping hell, these flashbacks.
I love this chapter being 50% flashbacks.
Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have been needed at least a day to freeze, and whose flavor would therefore had been already prepared by Mr. Gusto.
Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me. That he helped Frost until the day before the final.
In that case, why did Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return?
Objection! Let me backhand you real quick. I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead.
So, why didn't Mr. Frost help you in return,
Yeah.
He was kind of too busy being
I submit that your relationship broke down for some reason. And that became the basis of your motive for murder. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my bubble!
It's
No,
supposed to be a sugar bubble.
that's not how it was. Sure, we stopped working together, but it was all perfectly friendly.
Yeah, okay.
You start working together in a friendly way? Kind of hard to imagine, but okay.
Besides, how do you think I did it exactly? You think I just strolled into Tangaroa's room and killed Frost? I could have killed the man while Tangaroa was in there working on his chocolate pieces, could I? So you see, it can't have been me.
I won't be so sure. There must have been a window of time when Mr. Tangaroa was in his room. And if I can prove that, I can prove that Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost. Oh no! What should I do, Rose?
I think you should have some afternoon tea.
Maybe
We'll have to
afternoon tea and
consult
connect
the
afternoon
magic
tea.
conch.
Did you just say you have to ask the magic conch?
You just noticed?
Magic conch says, do nothing.
Do not.
Damn.
You know what? Hold on.
Oh no.
We can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of the afternoon tea. Making the tea time only window during that Mr. Gusto could have killed him. Are you satisfied with Mr. Gusto's story now, Mr. Edgeworth? Sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied. But things are finally starting to become clear, and the truth will be soon come to light at last.
Oh, magic conch. Should we convict Mr. Gusto as the murderer?
No.
Fuck!
Well, I guess that calls for... Do you mean to say that you have uncovered new evidence? Evidence? No.
Magic conch. Should we convict Ms. Bound to be the murderer? Oh, shit! Who the fuck is Sans?
I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up to us about it instead. Oh, is it mind games time again? It is. Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you. I said...
Holy shit, is that Sans Undertale? What is it?
You choose to make your entry for the final on your own.
I told you, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove I was the best in the world.
So you committed murder.
If that were the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat in the first place. So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why did you feel the need to team up with Mr. Frost?
Oh, magic conch, do I
Let me
dare
bring
to
you
lie
to my
the
chest
bitch-ass
dimension.
prosecutor?
Yes.
Okay, well,
18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confectionery contest. But why did they work together and why did they enter the contest in the first place? That's the information I need to get out of my opponent somehow. Oh, goodness. Mr. Gusto seems to have a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way. Let's start by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost. On my hand, now is the time to dig up the truth that was buried all those years ago. Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost?
we were acquaintances before we were contestants. He was interested in entering the contest, so we decided to sign up together.
And your decision to pair up with a sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills?
You don't know me. We joined forces because we wanted to make the most perfect creations possible. That's all.
By time.
Frost's son and mine were in the same grade at school, so we got along pretty well too.
Oh, so you were just two friends who happened to try for the title of the world's greatest confectioner? Pretending to be asleep while the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto. I doubt he cared much about winning a title for confectioners. In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part of the contest, wouldn't you say?
Fuck. Fine. It was me. I wanted that title. Frost was only in it for the prize. The ultimate cookbook.
The ultimate cookbook. I see.
Whatever the book it was.
And since your
Statues
objectives
for Dummies, Ultimate Cookbook, whatever it is.
objectives dovetailed so neatly, you decided to work together. But then something happened. A breakdown in your relationship, perhaps? If so, I want to know why.
This bitch has did one afternoon tea. Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell after my brush with death. Pushed me too hard. Now I'll be on my way back to the medical room. I saw the Reaper wink at me.
No, wait.
And you better wrap this up quickly.
Oh,
We're dangerously low on patience.
He legit just said,
I got limited minutes, bro. Wrap this shit up.
I'm on limited minutes, man. Wrap this shit up.
Mr. Gusso's trying desperately to make his escape, but he's not going anywhere yet. Not as long as he's still keeping things from me. So let's figure out what he's really after next.
I saw the Grim Reaper wink at me.
There's no time to lose. I need to pick up the right line for questioning, and fast. Okay, you wanted to appear on Mr. Tangoro's TV show, didn't you?
Huh? Oh, Cook and Conga?
I believe it was called Bacon Bob.
You really think people would have wanted to watch me dance like an idiot while I work?
No, it might have been a bit much for younger viewers.
I thought not. Listen, I know what I'm good at, and prancing around on TV isn't it. Maybe you should focus on what you're good at too, because it certainly isn't asking the right questions.
Touche, Mr. Gusto. Need to choose my words more carefully. Oh, fucking hell. I need to study my opponent's reactions and pick my responses accordingly.
Mr. Magic Conch, will I be able to get out of this successfully?
No.
Fuck!
You two had your eyes on something other than the title, didn't you? After all, I'm not sure if the title of World's Greatest Confectioner even counts for that much.
The Magic Conch really is against me. Now you're insulting the way of the confectioner? My goal, my only goal, was to win that title. I didn't care about anything else. You have no idea how much it would have meant to me.
By time.
Look, my sense of design may not have been up to snuff back then, but you should see me now.
Oh, so you've improved?
You bet I have. I didn't do all that training in Zhengfa for nothing.
By time again.
I didn't ask it a question. That shit must be haunted. I looked up the Tingaro, you know. Spent hours poring over the designs of his work. Even used to watch his show with my son.
Sounds to me like Mr. Tangoro's work was especially influential in your early studies. And with his recipe book, you might have been even become the best someday.
Maybe. The book was a real treasure, no doubt about that. Any confectioner would have wanted it.
So you claim that your only goal was to win the title. Yeah, you also seem to have an interest in the contest prize, the ultimate cookbook.
Oh, my bubble! The greatest collection of recipes by the world's greatest confectioner. I can't say that I had absolutely no interest in it. And even if I did, what exactly is so wrong with that?
Nothing, I suppose. Only that the book contained recipes from medicines, not desserts. And everyone who entered the contest supposedly knew that.
For poison.
I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. I can't let him slip from my grasp now. I just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on. Yeah, give me my time back. Next, let's find out why he wanted a cookbook. Okay.
Oh, better go bed, Mr. Prosecutor.
Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was?
What kind of a question is that? It was a collection of Tangaroa's recipes. There wasn't a confectioner in the world who would have wanted to get their hands on it.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. I better try another tack. Okay. So your plan was to win the cookbook and use it to help you win with your own creations?
What else? A book like that could have improved my craft tenfold.
You could have made a lot of money if you sold it.
I don't know much about what was actually in there. But it was worth more than money, I'll tell you that. Better go bed.
Come on now, Mr. Gusto. I think you know more about the Ultimate Cookbook than you claim.
Huh? They told us a little about it at the start of the contest.
Do you know what kind of recipes it actually contained, don't you? And that they weren't dessert recipes at all.
I see you did your homework. Fine, so you know what was really in there. The Ultimate Cookbook, or the Angel's Cookbook, to give it its proper title. It's a collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines nobody has ever heard of.
So he did know that the cookbook actually contained recipes for medicines.
Oh fuck.
This could be an important clue. You're right.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was?
What kind of a question is that? It was a collection of Tangaroa's recipes. I feel like I've already said this before.
Oh, hold on. Alright. Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in Zhangfa, but you clearly don't do enough work on your skills of deception. You've already admitted that you knew the Ultimate Cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicines. Thereby making your interest for not gastronomical, but pharmaceutical in nature. Oh, Jesus Christ, this guy.
Listen, man,
you needed medicine, don't you?
Sleep last night, okay?
You're a confectioner, Mr. Gusto. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines, which suggests that your interest must have been personal.
No! I underestimated you. You keep bursting my bubbles, you damn prosecutor bitch. Fine, you're right. Winning the title wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I needed one of the recipes in that book. It was for my son. He was sick.
He was? Tell me more.
That's none of your business. I've told you as much as you need to know.
He looks rattled, but I can't let him off the hook. Let's find out what this mystery illness was. I've almost gotten to the bottom of this. I can feel it. Just a few more moves. Oh, God. Tell me a little more about your son.
He was my pride and joy. And my biggest fan.
And you entered the contest in order to help him?
You clearly don't have children of your own. Any father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything. He will come see me here at the contest venue too. Right up through the semifinal.
Really? You didn't get in the way of your work? If you were trying to beat Samson Tangoro, surely you didn't have the time to look after a child.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do what I could for him. Said he wanted to always be the first to try my creations.
You said your son was sick, Mr. Gusto, and yet he was able to come and join you for the contest.
Oopsie.
It wasn't that kind of illness. Nothing life-threatening, anyway.
This feels like it could be an important clue. Okay, was the book necessary? So you needed a cookbook to cure your son?
Yeah. Nowadays, you can get the medication he needed anywhere. But back then, that book was our only hope. Which is why I didn't dare waste my time on fancy tea parties. I had to give my all to my work.
What kind of book was it? Jesus Christ, all these cures and
A
shit.
book of medicine and shit.
And what
Yeah,
about
and how
him?
to make gas.
It was. What about Rose? Probably has a T virus in there too. And what about Mr. Tangle?
Might need that
voice?
shit.
Wait,
Wesker shows the competition.
Rose. Ace Attorney is made by Capcom. Resident
is true.
Evil is made by Capcom.
That
Both are
is
from
true.
Capcom. Medicine. Pharmaceutical.
Pharmaceuticals.
This is connected to Raccoon City Road!
The zombies just start taking over.
Rose, you know what this means?
What?
It means we're in deep shit.
Oh no!
Surely that tea break. Surely that tea break that gave you the perfect opportunity to go steal a glance at it.
And what makes you think I had the energy or time to care about what the others had made?
But you cared? I think you made it abundantly clear how much interest you had in Mr. Tangaro's work. What's more, if you were that determined to win the consummate cookbook, yeah, there we go. I seriously doubt you would have passed up on a chance to take a peek at your competitors' entries.
Pharmaceuticals, man.
No,
It might help with performance.
I had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see and sample my rival's work, you know. But each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been nerves or something.
Nothing Mr. Gusto tasted had any flavor. It seems like it could be an important clue.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Could you tell me in the name of the disease your son suffered from?
You're a real cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more?
Time to employ my clue. You've already shared with me that your son's illness wasn't life-threatening. So why do you so reluctant to share any further details?
No. It may not have been life-threatening, but that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering.
I see. That must have been very hard on both of you.
Of course it was. That was why I did everything I could to find a cure. We were desperate.
Wait, he has COVID? Fucking hell.
I got the coronavirus. He couldn't taste anything, not even his favorite desserts.
Is he overweight? As I understand it, the Ultimate Cookbook contains the recipe for a particular medication. One that Mr. Tangara used to cure himself of his own taste disorder.
Sir, was your son fat? So he had it too?
Two, you say? So your son has a taste disorder then, am I correct?
Dude, how did I let that slip?
You've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. But was that really the case?
Of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I'm not so sure that's true based on everything you told me. Okay. Taste disorders are difficult to live with. It isn't easy not being able to enjoy your food.
Deploy my food?
You should know, after all. You just told me you experienced something like that during the contest. You said that nothing you sampled had any flavor. Those were your words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you were suffering from a taste disorder. Fucking hell, this thing's a bloody... Still going? You're throwing all my damn pawns and everything's away. A confectioner without a sense of taste. Not exactly ideal. Are you sure that it wasn't actually your own condition you were seeking a cure for, Mr. Gusto?
I've had enough of your speculations. I managed just fine in that contest. Made all my own entries, no problems.
Oh, I'm sorry. This little pawn here is gonna break that, isn't it? Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. You're too late to claim it's too late to claim. Oh my god. It's too late to claim you did it all on your own now. Well, there we go. You would have us believe that you're a man of principle, a dedicated student to the confectioner's art. Yet you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. Also, you could cure your own taste disorder.
Because fuck asking.
You got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I kept it hidden for so long. 18 years, and nobody knew.
Santa, you can lie to others, but you can't. But you can't lie to me.
Wake up, boy.
Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook for the medicine that would cure Mr. Gusto's disorder and the money it would bring in for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged. And that, I believe, is checkmate. We did it! We motherfucking...
Oh my god! Did you just see a spider on your desk when you sneezed? What happened?
No, I saw the future. It was bleak.
I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody any of this, but you figured it all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed Ageusia? Ageusia? Hold
Something
on.
like that.
Hey, Rose, you're good with words.
Pronunciation. Let's see.
Always Nerd Rose, the one with the...
Ageusia. 18 years ago, I developed Ageusia.
Where's the goose?
Ageusia.
What's a Ageusia? Great. If this name's gonna keep
Disorder
popping
that
up a
makes it
lot,
so
I'm
you
gonna
can't
lose it.
taste. It's a taste disorder that makes it so you can't taste anything at all. A confectioner's worst nightmare.
Mr. Fender, is this what Mr. Tongaro had as well?
No. The big man had what they call dissociated taste disorder. Basically, some things he could taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all.
So he suffered too. Kids have been easy. Not when there wasn't a way to cure it on the market.
Which is why you needed Mr. Tangaro's cookbook. Do you admit now that it was the real reason you entered the contest?
It was only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted the title. When I put my mind on to something, it gets done, and I won't lose to anybody.
Yeah.
I may not have been able to taste it then, but I still knew myself was good enough to win.
Oh? So you went into the finals thinking you had stood a good chance of winning?
Of course.
What was it that Fender said about what Mr. Tanjiro thought of Mr. Gusto's creations?
Oh, does Rose voice his character?
Yeah.
Rose, get over here.
Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But, disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts.
We were told that your entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you describe. What happened, Mr. Gusto? What went wrong that day?
Fine. You want me to talk, I'll talk. But you're not going to like what I have to say.
Oh, shit. We're ending it here. So...
Oh, we're ending it?
Yeah. It is midnight right now. What do you mean,
I was like, damn, that's so sudden.
Just about to finish it, and it's like, nah.
I think we got quite a bit of ways. And it is midnight. Bones. When are you free?
My next door was next Tuesday's my day off.
Did it before Blaze could.
It's Wednesday, isn't it? Oh god. So we got Ori for Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. I was cleaning my ears. Jesus Christ, Blazy. Anyway, well, yeah. So yeah, it'll be Ori stuff, while Bones is slaving away to corporate.
Of course, he needs to make money.
He's got to make money.
Magic conch.
Make us money. Shit.
Magic
Anyway.
conch. Should Rose quit his job?
No.
Damn it!
Leave
Well, he
that
hasn't paid
bitch.
any tax.
Well, Rose, you get to keep your job. You get to keep making money.
Hey, Rose.
He has to pay his crippling
Magic
indie taxes
conch.
somehow.
Should Rose deserve his paycheck?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yep, Maddox got smoking.
The conch
Hey, Rose.
is against me.
Got a question. Do you like your
Ask
job?
away. Oh. I thought you were asking something for the magic conch.
What?
Do you like your job?
No.
I like how he had to think about that.
Right. Anyways, see you for tomorrow for Ori. Bye bye for now.
Goodbye.
Bye.